Right. I think we were doing some kind of a paladin quest. Also, lessons learned from the previous session. Greater Malison does not stack. No way it stacks, and I have a feeling this isn't the first time I have to learn this particular lesson. There are other spells I think I can use to lower resistances, but I'm not sure if I have them. We might as well make the spell sequencer some kind of a universal debuff thing, like low resistances, cast lows, maybe chaos or confusion. Something that basically screws over the group that we can use as an opening shot in a fight. But yeah, 3 Greater Malice is just a waste of time. There's no way the guy could have resisted that well if the 3 actually stacked. There's no way they stack. It's a weakness of this game, not the fact that they don't stack. It's an incredibly powerful thing that if they do stack. So I think that's reasonable, but it's not clear what stacks and what doesn't. Everything's out. That's I suppose I would consider a big problem in this game, if I would think of it as more in modern standards, is that there's a lot of rules that are very important in the end result, but they're left to guesswork. Basically, how are they gonna work or not.
Honorable men are hard to come by.
10,000.
Here to dance.
Other 7 and 10,250. We don't actually have a good selection of abilities for this. Oh, might as well Greater Malison them. We need to kill the Anarch guy, and probably Reynald de Chatillon. Not sure about the rest. Saving throw made, saving throw made, saving throw made, saving throw made, saving throw made. No, wrong spell. I need to get one of them. Nope. Game says no. This is something we're gonna have to see increasingly. Nothing goddamn works. I need an additional saving throw reduction of some sort. Not sure what it could possibly even be. I mean, I have a half a dozen attempts to try to charm anyone, and it just doesn't work. Okay, they're attacking each other for some reason. I don't understand why. Maybe I should try to paralyze their asses a little bit. And this way it doesn't matter so much who do I charm. Doesn't matter, doesn't work on anyone. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't have any charm attempts anymore, so might as well load. Half a dozen charm attempts and nothing works.
Honorable men are hard to come by. Here to dance.
I could still kill them even if I don't charm anyone, but it would be tiresome to such an extreme. I don't want to do it. better just retry. I don't care who we charm, so I'm going to basically just try to paralyze their ass a little bit. See who's still functioning after that. Leaders are still there. We could get even one of them, that would be a great help. Right, now we can pool all our resources on the leftover guy. He isn't slowed down either, so the slow didn't work on him. Nothing works on him. That's the main problem here. Just, I don't get it. It's actually very hard to succeed in so many saving throws. Very, very hard. Join up in the killing process, please. And I'm going to remove myself from the equation for a while. Let's see how things unfold.
Care to dance?
I think this guy's just failing on us. That's fine. Now you just kill that one and we're all set. And they start to hug each other for some reason. Okay, at least we got one of them. So it's a pretty poor result with so many spells they cast. And I don't really have anything that I can do anymore. I have a single charm attempt. So this is gonna require a lot of loading, but it'll work in the end. But I don't want to go somewhere and rest. I'd rather just retry. There we go. Kill him. Not sure we have to kill the fallen paladin here. By the way, I can't exactly do much here anyway. Go and report the situation. If we can't get a success out of this, then we can come back and finish the rest. How much money do I have? 8,000. We're going to have to dump some of this shit. And I need to start buying spells. Basically everything that we're missing. It's the potion situation. Weak as hell. We don't even have the basic electricity immunity spell. Or have potion. Don't have saving throw, automatic saving throw potion. No magic resistant potions. Right. I think we can do a lot of things at this point, but at the same time we have still major weaknesses in our equipment set. Potions and spells are the biggest weakness at the moment. You don't usually need them, but sometimes you do rely on them heavily. And I can't rely on anything. There's no obvious weakness as far as equipment is concerned. Well, not major ones anyway.
Greetings.
Heal up to 10 hit points of damage and any poison effects once. It's not good, but it's better than nothing.
Greetings.
And that's all they have. What to go after next? I think I'll head to the planar sphere, see if anything has happened there. If not, then probably work toward the planar prison. Or we could do the shadow thieves things now, because I've already started the planar sphere stronghold. What do you
Have my
sell?
greetings, faithful one.
Decent amount of potions. Decent protection scrolls, decent prices too. I'll buy more protection from undead. Mainly because I might want the protection from undead can be cast on someone else. And I do have to kill a lot of undead, so knowing what I know about how things tend to go, it's very hard to first and foremost get anyone to actually be charmed or dominated like that. So I want to make sure that the undead can't just trivially destroy them or dominate them or something. So if I can make the undead unable to target them at all, that's basically a solution to our problem. I might be able to use myself as a lure or bait while they do the actual killing. Insulation is no good. 50% resistant to lightning, which isn't bad in it of itself, but there's a potion that gives you full immunity. That's not particularly expensive either or rare, so why would you take the 50%? I mean, the potion bag is quite spacious, I suppose, but it's not, doesn't have infinite space. And we have too many healing potions. It's a good problem to have. Okay. Copper Cornet might be the correct place, and dump the excess equipment in on the table there. Although I think we already started storing them in the Galen Bale house. On the way there we can check the planar sphere and then go with the... For God's sakes. The Shadow Thief quest line. Non-stronghold related Shadow Thief quest line. We need to do a favor for Reynolds Blood Scalp. That should involve... that's actually... the worst of it is thievery and then killing a mage. So not that difficult for us. We've done similar things in the past already.
Ah, I know a discerning eye when I see one.
Three potions worth 1000 gold. Potions are surprisingly expensive. Right, potion of absorption, please. Perception could help if we have to do something a little bit more complex, thievery wise, but not a big deal. Don't see any use in non-detection, but at the same time, it's a missing spell, so I might as well learn. And we're definitely taking another spell sequencer. I need to just choose better spells. Greater Malison is wonderful. I'm not removing that. Emotion Hopelessness might work well with it, so would slow. I'd like something that more or less universally useful. There are limited amount of things I can put here. We should push forward to the planar prison. The reason I'm sort of hesitant is that it's an opponent that is very good at spell casting, and we have to take it out without being able to rely on too much, while having to get rid of a lot of his spell casting ability and defenses.
Speak then.
I think we're gonna focus on this now. 3 young apprentices we've been given are the key to getting the ring we want, but this is it requires a lot of in-game time to pass between every one of their little jobs. I don't actually recall the correct amount. It might even be a week, so that's a lot of resting. Moral. Theos and Lars. No. Theos is the guy here. Nora, Lars, and
Good day to you.
Moral. Useless trinkets. Right. They do 3 jobs. I don't recall what exactly they want to do. Uh, some of them are actually very useful and powerful. However, keeping in mind that I can't actually use attack magic on anyone, only one item is of really interest to me, and that's the ring they can produce. So we're basically choosing the shittiest option available, or the safest, until we get to the ring. Then we want the ring, and I don't care about the consequences after that. Okay, Wand of Apprentice. Randomly shoots fire, ice, or lightning. Very nasty. It's also most risky. Dagger. Dagger of Amani the Gutless. 250. Or Ring of Protection. It's worthless to me and risky. Let's go with the dagger. Few days will do. I don't think there's any real risk here, but we're basically just resting until enough time passes. This will be counted in days. Sure, how many days?
How are you?
One day isn't enough. Probably not 2 days either.
How are you?
But 3 days.
How are you?
You are welcome here.
Not enough. 4 days.
Good day to you.
Okay, it's 4 days. Okay. What do we have? Mislead scroll that will cost 250 gold. Abidal's Torrid Wilting 1000. Meteor's Walk 2500. We're going with Mislead. Their Abidal seems would be useful, so with Meteor Swarm, but I can't cast any of them. So take the safest one. I want you all to be in good health when I get you the real job. I might as well get. Never mind. Day 1, 2, 3.
You are welcome here.
Now comes the real test. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm interested in. Okay. Serious enchantment. These items are powerful and also potentially deadly if not constructed properly. They show the true benefits of magical infusion. I don't know if they are appropriate for apprentices to make, but it is time to find out. The first is the Robe of the Apprentice and uses many principles of magic. It will cost 250 to make. You can never make a robe that is better than what I already have. Second is the Ring of Wizardry. Such rings are legendary in their usefulness. Usually only masters make them. I would like to try. 3000. The third is the Advanced class. I borrowed a tome from a friend of mine who said no one has attempted it in years. It is armor for a mage. It is a staff of power and will cost 10,000 gold. That is incredibly dangerous and might not succeed. Also, I can't really use it all that much, so the Ring of Wizardry is a must. I just know you can do it. Some of them might actually survive this. We basically get the result when people start dying. Nora and Lars are dead. What a shame. I wonder if the end result is...
Good day to you.
Reaching ring. Can memorize one extra 5th, 6th, and 7th level spell. Didn't even have mislead, so that was useful too. The ring of human influence is something we don't have to constantly carry. It affects prices, sure, but yeah, I don't care too much. +1 dagger, but a worthless piece of crap. But 6, 7, and 8. Level 6 is incredibly useful, so is 7 for us. We can now have a Kelvin's warding whip and a sequencer at the same time. Spell turning, rather. Pierce magic. Maybe an Ishru. I think Pierce magic is a better standard spell to have with you. Nishu works if the opponent doesn't have death spell, and high level wizards have death spells, multiple ones. Still, I got what I wanted. Greater Malison, still useful, even though it doesn't stack. Motion, hopelessness, and slew. Right, we can always switch it up depending on the position. Sort of generic backup thing we have at the moment. I don't really care about the stronghold after this. Naturally, we'll see it through, whatever it offers, but the ring was the main reason I wanted it. I'll sell the knife away, maybe see if I can buy a few spells. I'm thinking a little bit. I think I'll just revisit trade mid quickly.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Good, good.
Stay back, or you'll regret it. Let's go.
What the hell is he trying to do? Is he healing himself?
I can break an arm or a leg for a... All right, you and me. Let's go.
Pretty sure the wizard will have standard equipment. I'm not too worried about killing her. I'm not gonna get anything out of her. Want to collect a little bit of an easy experience before we move on. I have a breach spell. No, sure why. It's big level. Right, we actually have the extra one there. So why didn't it? 5, 6, and 7.
Be off with you.
You suck at killing. The turn should be up soon, so they should be getting up.
Let's go.
He's blind now. Yeah, also unable to cast spells. So she's pretty much going to stand there and get stabbed to death. Perfect. Thanks for the help, Mr. Bandit.
Well met and welcome.
Oh shit. A Rajek the Heightsman follow-up quest. Forgot about this. It shouldn't be too demanding. And there's a lot of local guards here that can help me.
You'll find
So
no
it
better
should be
prices in
trivial
Arm.
to
I
wrap up.
guarantee it.
No new spells. Nothing too interesting at least. Right, I don't think we even have to rest. I need to make sure there are guards here. Okay, the wizard is here. That's all. There should be other guards at the other gates, so we can use those. Well, I do want to do this during daytime for a simple reason that I would like to visit the other shopkeepers they have here. I don't recall them having too many spells, but they might have potions and things like that. I can actually afford a potion or two.
Declare yourself. I'll test your metal with cold steel. I'll test your metal with
Never
cold
had
steel.
rats. No siree.
I'll test your metal with cold steel.
Guess we need to see the end result of this fight.
Declare yourself.
Do not touch me.
You are not old enough to know better. Keep your hands up.
Right, here is.
We only seek to know if you have truly fallen away.
You risk injury if you come any closer, my misguided friend. You have forced my hand.
I have more important business than this to attend to.
So, what's the problem?
Good day to you.
be a fairly straightforward matter. Meet up with a guy at the southern gate, then go to the meeting, and that's more or less it. Might even have the scroll we need to heal the injuries. Restoration scroll, right.
Excuse me. I am Rasadin Bashir. Farewell.
I'm not interested in you. Might as well visit the temple though. See what do they sell and at what prices.
The gods are unforgiving, fool.
Okay.
I welcome you with outstretched hand.
Ring Druid's ring. I'll buy that. These are horrible, but sometimes you just need to charm an animal. And it was like 200 gold for 5 charges. It's a respectable price. I would have bought that as a spell, it probably would have been around the same price range.
I always have been suspicious of clean-shaven men.
I trust all is well.
It's a nose hooker.
Another guard.
You, sir.
Try to keep an eye out where the guard concentrations are. The larger one is probably at the north gate, not sure I want to go there though.
As long as you're not the tax man.
Oh, you have a little purse there, fine sir. How about scrubbly cider?
Yeah, this is not really our stuff.
I am telling you, my...
Don't be moronic. You must struggle. Through struggle we grow stronger. Only the strong survive. And I am...
Begone, commoner. I have my own business to attend to.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
You, sir. Yes, good fool. Who is the man with the
friend.
Hitler of crap.
I always have been suspicious of clean-shaven men. You want
We have to rely on the military wizard if we can't enchant them ourselves.
I trust all is well.
I don't know what those creatures are exactly. So it's hard to say. They look like skeletons, but they're not. They shouldn't be on it, rather. I'll try to see if domination works. And we will, well, whatever happens, we'll lure them to the wizard to finish off.
What is it now?
They're desperate to fight me for some reason. Say I'm not impressed by them. Okay, they're probably weak enough after this, so the local mage can finish things off. Injured, badly injured. Raise a skin. It's blind, so it's not gonna follow me with it. The wizard can kill it, no problem. Try to make it an easier target for the wizard. Mr. Wizard, you sort of suck. Only taking one crushing point from the Militia Wizard. How's that even possible? He's taken it like multiple times in a row. One crushing damage. Why? 6. Guess he was just incredibly lucky. Okay, at least we got someone to wrap this up quickly. Didn't have to try anything convoluted to get things to work. Just stand there like an idiot while someone else does the thing.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
Use more potions of speed, or oils of speed too. Although
As always, the pleasure is mine.
we're not reliant on that too much. Holy ass cracker, 30,000 for this. Well worth the time at least. And rotation. Well, you don't mind if I go around and see what you have here. Crap. Crap. And more crap. Right.
My time is quick, so be brief, commoner.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Okay spells, but nothing we particularly care about. I'm sort of thinking about starting to buy these anyway. At the same time, why would I care? I suppose we could use them as distractions of sorts, but we don't even have enough potions, so I don't think now is the correct time to start to throw away my money. Right, still more or less things went well. Yeah, I think I came here just to buy spells, and there was nothing here really to buy. So I think we can do the Thieves Guild initial, the Ronald Blood Sculpt quest fairly easily. Help Mayvar with a few jobs. The thing is, we have to do something like 4 jobs in total, and out of those, 1 is thievery, 2 are talking, and 1 is killing a mage. That I think I can trivially take out. The rest is just a fight with Mayvar for the control of the guild. That's our involvement in that sort of business. The final fight might take time depending on how troublesome Mayvar is. I mean, how troublesome is he to take control? But Besides that, I don't foresee any kind of serious problems for you, thief. He's throwing something at me. Two scimitars. Good show. Wonder what's here. It's a storage area, I'm pretty sure. Mugger.
You and me. Let's go.
Group of muggers.
All right. You and me. Let's go. Can break them off for a couple or two. You and me. Let's go.
Just ammunition.
You and me. Let's go. All right. You and me. Let's go. All right. You and me. Let's go.
Okay, emotion hopelessness. See who's standing after that. Charm that guy. Hello, ruffian captain. My main man.
Prepare to be
Kill your
eviscerated.
men.
Plant a blade in your innards, I will. Prepare to dance.
I guess now we wait. The ruffian captain will not have enough time to kill all of them. And the thugs are fairly worthless as far as experience points is concerned to the mugger. It'll reward me with at least 5 times the experience points amount.
You will suffer. Oh. Plant a blade in your innards, I will.
By 204 thugs, 1004 muggers. Thanks for a job well done.
An excellent day for whatever you're after.
We have spells. Some spells. We have all the decent ones. Probably aren't too many traps here, but maybe some locked containers. No. Renal Bloodsk. I'm out of experience by just opening these. Doesn't really matter what we find inside. Still, that's a decent amount of free money. Hundreds of gold pieces and some pearls. Pretty sure this table will have a diamond on it. I also am pretty sure we could just sell most of the jewelry we're collecting. Yeah, it's used for upgrading, but there are very few things that we can actually upgrade that we would use. I'm certainly not spending money and jewelry on upgrades that I have no use for. Okay, Reno.
You'll have to excuse me if I stare, as you're not quite what I was expecting. From all I've been told, I was expecting someone larger.
We need to start selling our healing potions at this point. 2 full stacks is the absolute maximum I'm willing to hold them. Anything above that gets sold immediately. I'm sort of iffy about the 2 full stacks, but sometimes you hit bad times and you really need the potions.
Welcome to my humble establishment. The customer is always right.
Potions of freedom, sure. Need that many. Oil of speech, or holy crap, a spell I hadn't learned. Excellent. We really should explore every little container. Some of them, the scrolls and that sort of treasure is random, I'm pretty sure about that. So you don't always get the same things. We could get lucky. We need the control undead spell, for example. And I don't recall any place here where I could be guaranteed to get it. Doesn't mean there isn't a location, especially since this is the enhanced edition version. But there's a good chance you just either get it or don't. Later on, you might be guaranteed to get it, because some spells are Throne Ball editions. I'm not sure how the enhanced edition handles
Hello
that.
then. I certainly hope you, or perhaps not. Scared you, did I? Fear will keep you honest.
I need to steal an amulet from the Wither Mistress of Talos. Be a trivial job. Does need to wait until it's night time. Actually, I'm not so sure we need to do even that. Want to do the thieves challenge here. Decent amount of experience and loot for basically nothing. Might have to buff our abilities with the harder ones. Some loot, decent amount of money, some decent potions. Rogue still, which is mandatory to get a good staff. That provides invisibility if we just equip it. Okay, that's good enough for now. Need to rest until and wait until night time anyway. At least until 8 or 9. I'm not sure if that's strictly speaking necessary, but I don't really see a problem in doing that either. The weather mistress might be sleeping already because the quest demands it. But we might as well wait until night time.
It's a cold and dreary day when the Thumb Court extend a bit of hospitality to his guests. Come, enter and be welcome at the sea's bounty.
What exactly will I get from doing this entire series of quests that I'm currently on? I mean, experience is always nice, and that's a good enough reason to do it, because the levels are extremely valuable to us. But there's the bots. We're gonna get something a little bit more tangible out of this. Visiting the mage we have to kill during this might give us access to new spells. And this is a lot of things that could get access to, a lot of easy experience. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. $20,000 for this. Yeah. Then comes the wizard slaying. I'm not worried about that. That's the easiest part. Getting into the wizard is more troublesome than killing the wizard. Wizard will have imps and that sort of crap at the basement floor, then stone golems, and then the wizard himself. The imps is the troublesome part because I think I do have to engage them. I can't just walk past them. So if I can get fire immunity, that would basically be the answer to all of our problems there. Golems we're just gonna bypass. I don't want to deal with that. Too much trouble. The mage itself is trivial.
What is it?
Another 30,000. don't think there are traps really here, but there might be quite a few locked containers. Probably healing potions, not even gonna bother touching those. Totally not gonna use them. And they might be worth something, I don't actually know. Not sure if worth bothering with. Ooh. It's one bastard sword. That's worth a little bit. Okay.
Greetings. I am Edwin Odesseron. You simians may refer to me merely as Sir, if you prefer a less syllable intensive workout.
Break Githras. The reason Rake is sort of trivial is because he starts his fight right next to our repeatable trap.
Welcome
So
to
we can
my
use the
humble
trap to
abode.
kill him. There's not gonna be a fight against him. But I do need fire protection at the very least, and since I don't really have proper fire protection, we're going to have to go with immunity. I think I don't have a fire protection spell. Yeah, I have cold protection. I also have a strong recollection that I actually had the opportunity to buy fire protection from some place, but for the life of me I can't recall where. I don't want to go on a wild goose chase just to go for a single spell. I'm gonna find it. Sooner or later I'll find it. Right, ice, magma, fire, fire, magma, ice. Not sure what we should. This is the big fight we're gonna have in this place. Probably get them to shoot each other. The ice message will not be immune to the fire effects. Where the fuck is the damage coming from? There's a lot of effects on us. They don't really do too much damage, if at all, but the effects themselves will disrupt me. And it affected no one. Shit. Okay, I do need to get control of someone. You kill the ice one. Apparently no, because you want to switch targets on your own. And disappear here for a moment, let them sort the fighting between them out a little bit. There should be 2 Effis left after this. Enough that I can maneuver here without any trouble. Yeah, lure them away from there. I'll kill the last one who was under my control. Leave it at that. Hardly matters. If I go to the upper floor, I'm pretty sure I'll initiate events immediately. You go away now. Thank you.
Declare yourself.
Where exactly is the bloody thing? I need to get rid of the shield they have. As I said, this is not going to be a fight. We could probably use this fire to even kill the golems, but what would be the point? I'm not gonna get any experience out of them that way. Better take the experience, the little experience we can get, and just get the hell out of here. I think I'll finish up the Edwin's little quest, but leave Maybar still standing. That fight might go in a lot of different ways. Don't want to rush it. It could be a simple task simply because we just need to take on down Maybar, but we can also fight against a huge amount of rogues inside the guild hall, not just Maybar. And there's no telling how hard he is to actually charm, so it could be more troublesome.
Return and none too soon. Has the cowled fool been disposed of?
Another 20,000 experience. Document gathering. After that, final proof for Mayvar, which is another mission where we just have to talk to someone. Return the item we get from there, then get proof of Mayvar's treachery, and that's basically a wrap.
Hello, pal.
Okay. Need to switch rings here. Don't have the charisma to fight these otherwise. It's quite nice. He refused to do business with me. Right. I like that. It doesn't matter if I take this ring off. It just means, yeah. There's a big problem usually with switching equipment, where I would have to, I wouldn't even remember what spells I used to have, and I'd have to reselect them. This just means I can't change the spells. Yeah, it's a minor cheat, I'd say, but it's not that big of a deal. Too, it's very convenient that I can just, quickly switch out an item and retain my selected spells. I'll take that convenience over the minor possibility someone wants to cheat in a single player game any day. Any goddamn day. I mean, you can use console commands to just blatantly give you yourself immunities and god modes and things like that. So if you are not gonna care about those, you might as well not care about pretty much anything. Or rather, you don't want to go making too many steps to
Do you
actively
have the
prevent the
documents I
player from
asked
doing
for?
something.
This matter is more important than your average simple correspondence.
Huge amount of experience for such a, well, pathetic group of little tasks for you to do. I think we bought everything we want out of this place, so it doesn't
Edwin has
matter if
been
things
telling
turn
me
to
you
shit
are
here.
at the very least competent. Fairly good at the sneaksman's trade, but a little ham-fisted when you fight. Exactly what I'm looking for.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Might as well take a last look at this place. There's something I might want to buy. There are some useful things, but nothing I can't get for somewhere else. I have all the rogue stones I'll ever need. The restoration is cheaper elsewhere. So, not really. All of these are trash. I don't care where I sell them. So, 10,000 gold. I could have used the Ring of Human Influence to actually better prices. Should have used, rather. Okay, which one of you needs to die? Borrow.
I must flee!
Alright, report to Maybar, then rest, and report to Reno. We'll leave the final fight for the control to another time. I didn't really get much out of this. I suppose we're much closer to a level up, but I'm hoping for spells and potions at this point. Potions mainly. I mean
The
spells.
traitor is dead, I trust. Oh, yes, you have his dagger. Despite... Yes. Truth be known, I'm not listening to you.
I actually get a level up still. Report to Edward or Edwin. Report to Reno. Yeah, that might be enough to get the level up. At the very latest, and when we kill Maybar. Assuming we get experience from killing Maybar. That might be the more interesting way to do things.
Well, you have surpassed the exceedingly low expectations I had of you. You now have the trust of Mavar securely in hand and have proven your competence to me once more, though just barely.
Stealth boots, seriously? Well, they're not exactly a horrible thing to have. Not really necessary for me either. Shrug. Right. We'll take a rest, report to Reynold Bloodsculp, and see where we stand at that point. Either way, I'll end things there. Experience point wise, great progress this time. Nothing all that important otherwise. I did get the ring. 5th, 6th and 7th level spell slots. Very useful, very useful.
It's a cold and dreary day when
This
the
I
sun
think
can't
is more or
extend a
less
bit of
our last
hospitality
remaining
to his
easy
guests.
tasks.
Come, enter and be welcome at the sea's bounty.
It's not necessarily, the others are not necessarily any tougher, but they're more troublesome to me. More convoluted, require a lot of things to go perfectly for us to achieve our goals. I also need to start thinking what our real goals are. There's a lot of things in these maps we can do, but usually only 1 or 2 things we absolutely must get done. So we should get the mission critical things done first, then worry about
Yes, I'm
everything
still
else.
here.
Yep, that's a level up.
Only the last part of our deal remains to be cut.
Huge saving throw improvements, and 8th level spells. 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I have no 8th level spells. Not a single goddamn one. That is inexcusable. I mean, that is just horrible. More spell turning might be nice. Hakiash Har is too situational and easily disposed of. Okay, it's a more powerful version of the Nishru with more hit points, better attacks, and immunity to normal weapons. Okay, that's it. So it's much tougher to get rid of. Could also be used to distract and tank little shitty fighters. Okay, I think this has some potential. To the point that it might even be a worthwhile standard spell. What about these? Protection from magical weapons is a very good thing. It's pretty much the only thing I can rely on if I'm surrounded by enemies. Improved haste. What's so special about this? Doubles movement speed and attack rates. Yeah, the doubling is the big thing. Receive an extra attack. So higher level creatures will massively gain benefits from improved haste. Double attack speed can probably get your attacks to 10. There is some kind of a cap in the attack numbers. I think 10 might be exactly that. It could be a little bit lower too. There is a maximum because you can probably get around 5 attacks. I mean, sword spiders have 5 attacks in a somewhat natural way. And then you can have extra attack weapons. You can use one weapon in both hands, and then if you double that, it goes way beyond 10. But there has to be some sort of a limit. Either way, we'll end things here. We'll kill Mayvar the next time. Not sure what we're gonna do after that. I need an 8th level spell of some sort. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it has to be something. Have I even seen 8th level spell? Yeah, I think there are some symbol spells that might be 8th level, like Symbol Stun. The great thing about that should be that it actually penetrates a lot of spell defenses, natural immunities. It could also be a guaranteed stun pretty much against certain type of opponents. I don't recall the details, but yeah, 8th level should start to see some serious firepower.